I have got inspiration.
Are
we doing it now?
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, here we're again. The turnstile will be open for business
It will.
for Lancaster City. Now, it's been said to me that the show isn't over until the fat lady sings. Now, there's a few chunky monkeys knocking about, but no overlarge ladies. Let's make Avenue great again. No surrender!
No surrender.
Now the players are out on the field. That's Chris Willock in the dugout of Lancaster City. Of course, head coach Danny Whitaker still in search for that first victory for Park Avenue. The referee today, Matthew Tyers, and his assistants Luke Hood and Calvert Charles. Park Avenue in their traditional white and green strip, shooting from right to left from my perspective. The Dolly Blues, Lancaster City in an all yellow strip this afternoon. Of course, shooting from left to right. Sun is shining, it's a chilly day here in Bradford. I am Arthur Difford, the commentator, looking forward to the following 90 minutes and hoping, of course, for that Park Avenue victory that we all desperately are in hope of. These two teams obviously played each other already once this season away at Lancaster. That was a 2-2 draw on that day. Both goals coming from Chinedu Osadibe. Who is on the bench today as we're underway here. Referee Matthew Tyers blows his whistle. Preston rolls the ball back. And now they're running down the left-hand side. Ball played in behind. Ball comes into the area. Potential for a shot. It was David Norris there, but Harry Colville did well to just poke his foot in front of him. Forward from them, cleared by Whitey, but only up in the sky. And the header won by Evangelinos. And there's a chance to go in behind here. Great ball from David Norris. And cleared for a corner ball by Dunstan. The ball comes into the air and the header is won by, I believe it was Cowperthwaite there, but sent a few big bodies forward. It is a long throw and it's a very long throw into the box. Nodded on by Dunstan, but it was more of a flick on than a defensive clearance. Bailey will launch the ball into the area again, right onto the edge of the 6 yard, but bouncing around. Potentially a chance for Cowperthwaite to get his foot to that. It's still bounced around there, and that seemed to come off the hand of Jack Whiting, but the referee didn't quite see that. It ends up sitting down Charlie Barnes, and Iwobi driving forward now. Can he play the ball out into this left-hand side? He can to Colville. O'Malley's overlapping, but Colville instead goes inside to Preston, who's just 10 yards from the edge of the box, and he ends up rolling it out to the right-hand side. Plays a quick 1-2 with a Dunstan, and then tries to play it back to a Dunstan. Great touch from a Dunstan in the area. Dunstan with the ball, and a Dunstan penalty. Park Avenue. A Dunstan challenged there. The referee deems that enough. I think a Dunstan just about got to that ball first. And the challenge from it was Matty Clark, number 3 of Lancaster City, was just a little bit late. And can Preston, who's been in reasonably decent form in front of goal over the past month or so, find the back of the net. Park Avenue's number 10. Referee blows his whistle. Right-footed effort, steps up, goal, Park Avenue, tucked away confidently, just off the floor to the bottom left-hand corner. Jordan Preston gets Park Avenue underway here with a 1-0 lead. 19 minutes in, fantastic work from a Dunstan to win the penalty. And calm and cool from the spot was Jordan Preston to get his 6th goal of the season. 1-0 Park Avenue. Lawson receives the ball on the left-hand side, the right-footed attacking player now goes down the line to Charlie Bailey, who tries to get the ball into the box, but Hopper with a good block, and a Dunstan's challenge can't quite get there, and that's another chance for a penalty for Lancaster. It did bounce up off the hand of Harrison Hopper, but the referee says no, and Hopper now clears the lines of Park Avenue. We're trying to always play that forward ball. It's won by, it was Cowperthwaite there, but ball bouncing around the edge of the area. Colville with an effort on goal. Still in control of them on the left-hand side now. Dancing feet by number 3, Matty Clark. Of course, gave away that penalty. Just won himself a free kick. And he does swing that ball into the area, and it's flicked by Ted Lavelle, and it will go for a corner. Darting runs in and out, looks to go towards the middle, and it's won well by Mayoko there. It was Lawson just tearing in behind. 1-0 corner comes back in by Bailey. Headers won by Lawson. Bouncing around. Evangelinos gets an effort on goal, but it's kept out well in from the corner. taken by Bailey now into the edge area, and Iwobi can't quite get his head on there after rising highest, and there's a chance now for Evangelinos to get a shot on goal. On the swivel, his right-footed effort, almost hip height, flies over the bar to drive that ball infield, and back to Ted Lavelle, and Whiting now driving the ball 15-20 yards into the half of Lancaster. He plays an infield ball to Iwobi. Iwobi got there first and won his side a free kick. Miyoko steps over it. Miyoko, left-footed effort, rolls it to Preston. Preston shot on goal. Didn't quite get off the floor and held well by Andre Mendez. Chris Sloan, and Sloan now goes down the line for Evangelinos. Evangelinos does well to keep it in play off Lavelle. Ball into the area, and it will go out for another corner to Lancaster City. Perhaps Cowperthwaite, right-footed in-swing ball right on the keeper and claimed out of the sky well by Tom Scott. Midfield, and now Lancaster trying to get into the area. Cleared well by Hopper, and it comes to Sloan on the ox. And there's Norris with a half-volleyed effort and great save, diving right-hand side by Tom Scott. Yards out of it. In fact, he will end up back inside his own box. The ball comes in, out-swing delivery. Headed clear by Eddie Mayoko, and out onto the right-hand side. Preston just trying to press on Charlie Bailey, but Bailey gets there first and dinks the ball in the box, and Lawson does well to get his head on there and flicks it on, and here's Norris driving towards that 6-yard area, but Dunstan got his body across and poked it clear. Back onto the field, running a little bit gingerly, and he'll be called straight into play here as Lancaster driving forward. Charlie Sloan over to the left-hand side. Lawson, ball across the area, looking for... It was Norris there, but cleared well by Lancaster, but only as far as the right-back and captain. Not got to his feet yet, now he just has, but the ball into the area, ball across from Matty Clark, and bouncing around in the penalty area. It came to up now into the area. Chance for Cowperthwaite to put the ball across. He does poke the ball. It was Lara that tried to block it, but he poked the ball towards the goal of Tom Scott. Scott by Lancaster, but did well to eventually make his pass over to... It was Brownhill, but now ball in behind by Mayoko, and Preston on the right-hand side puts the first-time ball into the area. Wobie close to it, but couldn't quite get there first. News captain as the ball goes forward by O'Malley, and just into the area now for Harry Colville, who looks to dink the ball over towards the backstake. Defensive clearance to Preston, and Preston with a shot inside the area is blocked by... Rolls it out to Lara, and Lara to a Dunstan, and a Dunstan eventually loses the ball after a sloppy touch and drags down Charlie Bailey, and that's enough to be... his own half. He throws it short, in fact, to Charlie Barnes. He then thumps the ball forward, looking in towards the area, but it's cleared by O'Malley well, and now Lancaster with a chance to potentially play a ball, and that was a chance for a potential 3-on-1 attack of Park Avenue, but it came off the heel of Eddie Mayoko, and just Harry Colville and Will Lancaster just bickering a little bit, and Danny Whitaker showing his frustrations with that, but that is the half-time whistle. 1-0 Park Avenue lead here after a 19th minute penalty. As there's an overload on this left-hand side, but it's a fake one from Lancaster City as the ball gets back underway here for the second half. Chris Sloan rolls the ball back to captain. Looking after Brownhill. Ball comes in now by Captain Bailey, and that'll go straight towards goalkeeper Chris, who plays an inside ball, and there's a slip there by Charlie Bailey, and here's a Dunstan driving forward out the back line. Potential options ahead of him. Look to turn inside. Great work from a Dunstan. Preston with the ball inside the area. Ball in. A Dunstan. Goal for Park Avenue. Justin Iwobi makes it two. Great play by Park Avenue, and that doubles the lead for the West Yorkshire side. 2-0 here at the Horsfall in the 48th minute. Justin Iwobi with his first goal for the club. As Mayoko, and inside here's Lawson in the box. Plays it to Matty Clark. Here's Sloan over to Captain Bailey. Tries to whip a ball across the face of the goal, looking for the runners of Evangelinos and Lawson, but that swings it towards the front post. Goal! There is an answer for Lancaster, stuck away by Evangelinos at the front stick. It wasn't quite the best corner from Sam Bailey, perhaps. Bailey, inside ball to Matty Clark, and now they're inside the box, and is that a chance for a penalty? The referee says no. That one low. Referee didn't think it was a penalty, but Bailey now with a corner into the area, headed clear by Lancaster, but only as far as number 11, Charlie Bailey, who drives the ball hard and low, but couldn't get through the box, but it will go out for a throw-in. that Bailey receives off Sloan, and then back to Bailey, and ball into the area, won well by Jordan Preston, shot on goal by captain Sam Bailey. We will see Jake Connolly in just a few moments come onto the field, but long throwing into the box by the captain of Lancaster, comes out to the edge. There's a shot on goal by Charlie Bailey, corner to be taken by Lancaster City, looped in towards the box, back stick delivery. Cowperthwaite clearly handles the ball, but the referee doesn't see it, and nothing's given. Does well to hold off a Dunstan, only as far as Sloan. And free kick given as Harrison Hopper, 2 arms raised by Bailey, right foot whips it hard, headed away well by O'Malley. That looked like it in the field, but cleared by O'Malley. That's great work from the forward ball of Jordan Preston. He rolled it off his chest towards Iwobi, and Iwobi shifted it out right hand side to Mayoko. Mayoko shot on goal. What a save! But Iwobi, surely that's gone in. Surely that's gone in. The linesman says no. That was bouncing around on the line. We thought that was in from our angle, but the ball not deemed to have gone over the line by the referee, the man in the middle. That was so close to being 3-1 there. Eddie Mayoko with that first shot on goal created that save by Andre Mendes, and the seconds were followed up by Iwobi looking for his second goal of the afternoon. Smashed it against the bar, but not quite to be as of yet. Lancaster with the ball in the half of Park Avenue, on the edge of the area now. Over to the right hand side. Ball into the area, cleared well by White. We've seen it before. Front stick ball won by O'Malley, but shot on goal and just wide of the post. Now our Lancaster. Here's Connolly on the left-hand side being challenged by fellow substitute of Park Avenue, Leon Johnson. Ball swung into the area and header won, and penalty given to Lancaster City. Here he comes, right-footed effort. Shot on goal and it's buried into the back of the net. 2-2 the score here at the Horsfall. Side of a Dunstan. But his ball forward can't quite get past Lara, but the ball's still under the control of Lancaster City, and the shot is high and wide from Park Avenue to get forward. Great play by Leon Johnson, linking up with Sinead Osadibe, and can he produce that ball into the box, looking for a head of Osadibe, just over the head of the substitute linking up there. Preston lays it back to O'Malley. O'Malley with a chance to put the ball into the box. Still have the ball at feet. Ball into the area, headed clear by a Dunstan, but only to the edge, where it'll see Charlie Bailey flick it out, and ball across back in. Goal! Lancaster City 3-2, and it looks like it is Evangelina. No, it's Lawson, I think, who tucked it home into the half of Park Avenue, launches it down the line, but there's nobody there. And that is the full-time whistle here at the Horsfall. That is agonising for Park Avenue. Most definitely deserve more this afternoon. 3-2 the final score to Lancaster City.